Goed, goeienaand manne en dames. Right, ons sal gou vinnig kyk na hierdie perspektieftekening. Dis in die JPEG boek, is bladsy 48. Hier's 'n paar goedjies wat ek net gou weer gaan deurhardloop. There's a few concepts that I'm just quickly gonna run through again, just to make sure that you guys understand exactly what's going on. Just going to make sure that we've got proper light here, that we can see what we are doing. Alright, now, first of all, we are going to work with our instruments. You guys can get out your ruler and your triangles and all of that. And then, just quickly, before we start with the drawing, just a few basics. Now, the horizon line, die horizon line wat julle daar sien, this could be above your drawing, it could be below your drawing, or it could be in line with your drawing. What you would see is, in this case, if you have something in the middle of your drawing, it will give you something to the likes of this when you draw it. So the horizon line is more or less in the middle of the drawing. Okay, if it's above your drawing, it will cause your vanishing points. Those are your vanishing points. It will cause your vanishing points to be above your object. Okay, so it's the same concept, it's just my horizon line is now above the object. And the third one, which we don't use that often, is when our horizon line is below the object. Now this is quite possible. You don't see this quite a lot, but this is possible. For instance, if you've got a bridge or something, you're looking from the bottom and you're looking at an object or something that's much higher than you are, like a second story of a building, etc., then it will pan out to something like to the likes of this. Okay, so just take note that if the drawing doesn't look like this, it's not wrong. It just means that your horizon line is in line with your drawing. Now, there's a bit of work that we need to do before we can start with this drawing. Nou die eerste ding wat ek gou gaan verduidelik is die volgende. Jy gaan sien dat hierdie tekening is uit die aard van die saak mos nou perspektieftekening. We will always start on the ground line with our drawing. Many kids make a mistake and they start on the standing point. And then also remember that what is the picture plane? The picture plane is like a window. If you look at this triangle, if you look at that thing straight from the top, you cannot see the front part, right? Now, if you're standing over here and you are looking at an object there and you're looking through this window, your eye is on a certain level, and that level is your horizon line. That's your eye level. Okay, that is what you normally would see in your front view if you're standing like this. Okay, but in this case, you're standing here and your eye is making a line through this window, and it's going up to wherever this corner of this thing might be. And that is the reason why when you are drawing a line towards your standing point, you will take it up to this picture plane, hierdie prentvlak, and then you'll draw it towards your standing point, and then you'll go perpendicular down. Why? Because somewhere on this window, you will have the line. So how do I know? You can look at your two side views that will provide you with a height for what you're looking for. Okay, so there are some theory behind this, and this is very much like an isometric drawing in the sense that doing the method is not difficult, but the kids sometimes struggle to see what's in front of them. So I'm going to help you today to sort of understand and grasp what's in front of you. Okay, so let's start with this drawing, and before we do anything, we can do the vanishing points. Okay, now obviously if I work on a drawing like this, I must determine what the angle is. Now this is not 45, so it's most probably 30-60, but if it's not, then you must work at the same angle that is provided here on your drawing. Okay, I'm just quickly going to check for my 30-degree triangle. I have an extra one, and then we'll continue in a moment. Ek dink vir julle manne ekstra werkte, want ek het my nou nog nie gekry. Nou vir my net so maar kyk hoe enetjie daar. Ja, so ek gaan dit sal ek nou nog weer terugsit. Okay, so this is a very nice triangle. I mean, if you have this thing, then you don't need a lot of other things on your drawing board. But okay, so first of all, I'm going to be working with two triangles because my space is a bit limited. But obviously, this is one of those drawings where you want to line your ruler up with a ground line or the picture plane, etc. Now, first of all, check. We can clearly see that is 30 degrees. So what we do is, to save some time, we draw a line from the standing point here at the bottom, wherever that might be, and we make a little clear mark there on my picture plane. And I'm going to do the same thing. This will be 60 degrees. Sometimes you have to move your ruler up, or if it's not long enough, you can also put your ruler onto this thing. But do make sure that you are working accurately. Okay, so I'm just going to double check this again to make sure that I am working accurately. I'm going to move this out of the way up to that point over there. Okay, and I am going to draw just a quick line up to there, and then I'm going to work perpendicular down. So I am going to go perpendicular down so that I make a mark on my horizon line. Okay, so ek bring daai loodreg af, and you have to do that, and please mark this LVP, left vanishing point, over there. On the other side, we are going to do the same thing, and this one is going to be called the right vanishing point. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring this perpendicular down, and I'm going to mark this one right vanishing point. Okay, LVP and RVP. Okay, now the next thing that's going to happen here is I'm going to quickly assist you in how to tackle this drawing. Now, first of all, I have some colors here, and it's not a bad idea to use some color here. Now, first of all, I'm going to look at a few things because there's many things here in this drawing. It's actually not a complicated drawing, but they say it's like a bedieningsarea. It's like a serving area, almost like what you would find at a small kitchenette, or almost like a bar. This looks very much like a bar. A higher place up there where glasses could be hung, and a counter, and behind the person there's some other things there. There's like an opening here that we can clearly see. So let's start with the easy part. Okay, if I look at this drawing, I will see three views normally. Okay, now the picture that you see over here is seen out of this direction. Alright, so this is what you see here from that direction. The one that you see here out of the pink distance, this is what you see over here. So this is the pink direction which you see from this side. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to color in this thing here. Now you will notice if you take your compass and you, for instance, measure this distance there, you will see that is the same distance that you will find here. Okay, so that's the same distance. It's the same distance that you see over here. Part of this line is a bit hidden. Some of those lines, we'll look at that in a moment. But I'm going to focus on this part here. So this green thing, this green little block here, there's the measurement. This must obviously be this thing. So I'm going to color that in. Okay, so how do I know this is this? Because if you look at this, you can see from the front of the drawing as well, that is the same distance. Okay, how do I know the height? You can see this is the same height. So obviously this must be the same thing. So here we can see this lines up with that. So this must be the same thing that we see running here to the side. So can you guys see what this is? It's almost like a shelf or floating thing here up in the air. And I think what we can do is we can first start drawing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to draw only that shelf there. Okay, I'm going to show you the method. Now some of you guys might not be sure what's going on now. So I'm just going to assist you quickly. Let's number this as 1 and 2, and then 0.3 and 0.4. Now it's got different heights, so I'm going to say 1 over here, 2 over there, 4 is on the same point, and 3 is also on the same point. And I have the same thing over here. I've got 3 over there, and I've got 1 over here. You don't have to do this. I'm just adding this as a bit of an extra. And I'm not going to draw the whole thing now. I'm going to draw what I can perceive what's going on here. Okay, now there are a method, and this method is called, I just call it parallel, loodreg. Okay, parallel loodreg, hoogte, verdwynpunt, staanpunt en af. Okay, now if you do this, you'll always get the answer you're looking for. Now, perpendicular. So parallel, perpendicular, height, vanishing point, standing point, and down. Okay, now let me show you. If I say parallel, I mean parallel to the side of your drawing at the same angle as the outside of your drawing. Now I'm going to bring this. This can be taken forward in this direction, or we can work in this direction. Now I'm going to give you guys a tip. We want this shelf. We want to draw the shelf now. So I'm going to bring it parallel to the front. So there's parallel. There's parallel. Okay. Now I'm going to go perpendicular down. So what is perpendicular? It's you're going down, straight down. Okay. So I'm gonna work with a pencil that's a bit more blunt, just for clarity. Okay. So that is perpendicular. So parallel. There's parallel. Perpendicular. Remember, parallel can also be in this direction. That's also parallel. Parallel, perpendicular. Now let's look for the height for this point 1 and 3. Where do I find that height? I find it over here. Okay, can you see that? That's the height for 1 and 3. There's also, just below it, there's another height. So I'm just going to bring that forward, and I'm going to explain in a moment what this all means. Just in faint lines, I'm going to bring this forward. Okay, that lines up. Okay, now here's the thing. Now I want to ask you a question. So we want now parallel, perpendicular. We brought over the height of what we are drawing. Okay, of this green part. There's two lines that came over. So I mark it on this line that came down. Now I want to ask a question. In which direction is this line that I brought forward? In which direction is it going? Is it going left or is it going right? It's going to the left hand side of my drawing. So therefore I'm going to draw this to my left or right vanishing point. I'm going to draw to my left vanishing point. Okay. And I'm going to draw this in. I'm going to draw this one in. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. But I am going to, now I have the two lines. So what are these two lines? These two lines are actually this line that you see here. That's that line running to the vanishing point, going smaller and smaller and smaller. So what do I need to do? I need to find point 1 and I need to find point 3. Okay, so how do I get those? I take it. So what did we do? We went parallel. We went perpendicular or loodreg. We brought the height of the points over. We took it to the correct vanishing point. Now we're going to take the points 1 and 3 to the standing point. Okay. So we're going to do that. Let's take it to the standing point.
Also,
yeah.
So by point 1, so there's like a faint line, so is that like a even line, like a solid line?
That line.
Also at point 1, so
that one. Are you referring to this line?
Also at point 1, so it's like a small line here, so
there. No. No, that's nothing. That thing there, that tick.
Also like it's like a line here, so
Is it different from mine?
Talk about the gap between. Talk about this one here. You don't have a gap.
This one. This
The
line.
trick is,
Is my drawing different from yours?
there's a gap here between these.
Oh yeah. So this is a line I drew in, a construction line. Are you referring to this line here?
No, it's not a long line. It's like a short. Let me show you.
Okay, but don't, Kishan, it's alright, we can have a look at it just now. For now, that's okay. For now, let's just quickly focus on that green block. We can come back to that. So now I'm going to go and I take point 1 and point 3, which is those 2 points. I'm referring to this point. I'm referring to that point. I'm going to take that to my standing point. Okay, and where this cuts the picture plane, I go perpendicular down. So I take it to my vanishing point, and now I don't have to draw this all the way through. I normally don't do that because it takes a lot of time, and it just basically fills up your page with unnecessary lines. So you just draw it up to there, and now you go perpendicular down. So I'm just going to go perpendicular down, and it's going to be there, and it's going to be there. So there's 2 points here. Okay, that's the side of that thing. And now, because I have those 2 points, what can I do now with that? I can take those points straight to my other vanishing point. Okay, but there's another way to do it. I can also bring this line forward, also parallel, perpendicular, bring the height over, take it to the vanishing point, and you'll get the same lines. I can show you in a
Don't
moment.
you just like connect those 2 lines to the starting lines?
These ones,
Yes, don't you like just connect them?
I can take them to this vanishing point.
Must do that. So.
Yeah, you have to.
So for last year we need to do that. So I'm going to do that. So.
Yeah, no, it will definitely be like that. Look, okay, let me explain it like this. Everything that's parallel to the side here, okay, if you get any points on this line, remember, this is not in the front, this is further to the back.
And I know, so but like that's that line, so the one we took to the vanishing point now, so those 2 lines, those 2 points are on those lines, so don't we just connect them? So.
Yeah, that is a surface. This is the green part here, so this is correct. Yeah, that is this thing. Okay, that's the side of this little green thing. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to take this, those 4 points are now going to go to my right vanishing point. So let's have a look. I'm going to take this there. I'm going to show you something else in a moment, Kirsten, which is going to clarify that for you, hopefully. So all these points are just going to run there. My vanishing point. Alright, they're all running there. How do I get the front part? I simply go to that point 2 and that point 4. Take it to my standing point. Look, and you don't have to start here with the drawing. You can start anywhere you like. But this was just something that I saw, which I thought was easy to identify in both views. So I'm just going to take that perpendicular down. Okay, I'm going to take this one down. Alright, and now this should give me a point over there, a point over there, which is the front bit, and then I also, this is now might look a bit weird to you, but these 2 points also need to go to that vanishing point. So what lies to the right of your drawing, of your starting point, where we started here, can be taken to the left vanishing point and vice versa. So this is going to go there, and the front bit you're going to see, it's going to be a line over there, it's going to be a little line over there. I'm just going to maybe just for clarity, I'm just going to make this a bit darker. And the bottom of this thing, we normally don't shade this, but I'm just going to color this in so that you can see this is the bottom of that object. Okay, this is the bottom of this floating shelf. So this thing is hanging up here in the air, it's coming here towards you. This is the bottom, this is the front, this is the side. The top of that thing you cannot see because it's above your eye level. Okay, does that more or less make sense? I'm going to zoom in a little bit there so you can see it clearly. You see it there? So this is the front section of that shelf. Here's the side of it, going smaller there. This is the bottom of the shelf here, that you see over there, that dark part.
So are those 2 points supposed to be like the dogs, like the one you take down on?
Which ones? These two.
2.2.
So this is point 3 there. This is point 1. And this is point 2. And point 4 you're not seeing, it's lying at the back. It's lying further to the back. Okay. So these lines, this is just construction lines that are going through here. Okay. But I do want to show you something interesting, just to clarify something for you. This might help you a bit with your question that you might have. It might help you. Let's quickly have a look. So, if I go and I, for instance, take this line forward, I'm just going to extend this line forward. I want to show you something. I bring this all the way forward to there, and I bring it perpendicular down. So I'm going to go parallel, perpendicular. I'm going to bring the height of the points over. It's going to be there and there. So I'll have a look here, Kirsten, what happens now. If I take this line to the other vanishing point, see what happens. Can you see there what happens? Why do you see what happens? Can you see? So actually when I brought, instead of going this way, so parallel, perpendicular, height, vanishing point, I went to the other side. I went parallel, perpendicular, height, and I took it to the opposite vanishing point. And you will see that it gives you the same line. So it is correct. Okay, right. But remember now, I didn't sketch anything out to you guys before we started. And I think that might be the thing that normally confuses the kids. So always with a drawing like this, it is good to just make a rough sketch, just for yourself. Okay, now let's quickly have a look at what this sketch would look like. I am going to look, this is not for marks, this is just for yourself. I'm going to look at the outline of this thing. Now it does make a bit of an angle there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this sketch somewhere here where I have space. I'm going to do this. And then it's going to come in. I'm just going to draw this very quickly. And I mean, this is not final. This is just to try and get the shape here that they give you. Alright. I notice that this is the height of this object here. So it tells me that that's my height. Then I can see that it's, when I look at this drawing, it's going to the side. It's obviously going to do something like this. Then I can see, if I look at this drawing, I can see there's a hole here. The reason, how do I know that is a hole? I can see that because this has some hidden lines there. Can you see that? So if I take that space, that fits in perfectly there. If I measure that, I'll see that this is that. And I can also see it here in this view. You can see it's on the same height as that. So it's worthwhile, just checking what it lines up with. So it tells me that there's here at the back, there's some kind of a hole here. And that hole is going through the whole object. So that's another thing I see. Then if I look at the rest of this drawing, I see here somewhere against the side of this thing, there's a bit of a floating shelf. That's the thing that we just drew. This thing is sitting here somewhere. Okay, that green part that you guys had a look at. So that's going to be there somewhere. Then we will see that this thing comes in and then it takes a drop and it goes straight and it drops again. And we can see that here also in this view, and we can see it there as well. You're not sure in the top view if this is a slant or if it's a skynsters or what. But if I look in this view, I mean this distance, this is how you figure it out. So this distance here is the same distance that I see over here. Alright, and that is how I know, because I'm looking from this side, that okay, it goes straight and then it goes down. So then I know, listen, on this drawing of mine, it takes a bit of a plunge here, goes down, and then it goes straight, and then it goes down. So it looks something like this. Okay, now the next thing, when I look at this thing, I can see there's a line there, and there's a line coming down there, and then there's a line there at the back, and I see some other lots of lines here. Now, first of all, this hidden line here must obviously be this one, this corner here. That's that line. Then there's another one here, which is that corner that you see over there, and then there is yet another line, which I'm not sure what this one is though. What is that? Oh, okay, I can see it now. This line and this line, let me show you. That is that bit that you see over here. But now what do you see there at the back? Can you see there's another line there? If I look from this side, there's going to be a hidden line here, and that is that line going all the way to the bottom. Okay, so that line there is the hidden line in the middle. That tells me that it goes all the way down to the floor or the ground. And now if I look at this thing, I can see that there's a line here. What is that hidden line? Well, if you take your ruler all the way over to this view, we can see it's the top of this round thing there, that arch. So it looks like a bit of a bar counter almost, if you can call it that. And if I look at the top view, let's see what this is. That looks like part of the bar, part of this, and there might be part of the floor also here. So there's more than one line, so we quickly need to figure out what's going on here. I can see that this object is this part over here, okay, and I can see the depth of this thing, of this hole, and this is how you figure it out. You have to check what are the same features on the same parts of the drawing. And here I can see, I'm just going to do this in pink, I can see that this pink line is the same depth as the pink line there. It's the same as the arch that you see over here. That's the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to have a bit of an arch here. There's a counter here, which I'm going to try and quickly draw. That's in line with this thing. And it also goes here to the side of this thing. Dit gaan nou nie so, I hope this is clear enough. It looks like something like this, with that semicircle thing in there, which I'm going to show you guys a little bit later how to draw. I don't think there's a line there. It goes in, and now I have to check, because in the top view I see this, and then I see a line there. Okay, so now let's quickly determine what is that. I don't see any, I cannot see any hidden lines here in this view. So it's either on the floor or it's on the side of that counter. Looks like something goes in. Might be different. We can have a look just now. This is a bit further out than the rest of the thing. And then I can see here there's a bit, a part where it stops here. And I can also see there's a line there, and then they mention tiles. So the tiles would be something that's over here. So we'll see how this looks when we finish drawing it. It looks like there's going to be a line here. It's going to be a line here. I think there's going to be a line running all the way to the back. There's going to be something on the floor here. It's just something that's a bit confusing here, which I cannot clearly see. It does seem that this thing runs at an angle here. We'll see in a moment. It looks like this bar counter does something like this. If I look at the picture, so it has a slant there, and then it does this. Okay, and it's got a depth. So it has a bit of an angle there on the side. I do see that there's a line there and there's a line there. This is the depth, but I think that could be part of it, giving you a bit of a slant. Okay, so that would mean it could be something like that. Then the tiles on the floor, that's a tile. I'm not exactly sure what they want there, but that looks like the count, and this just looks like tiles or something. This also looks like tiles on the floor. All of this is tiles. This whole bit here, this whole bit over here, this is all tiles on the floor, and it seems that the tiles are running through up to here. Okay, now all of that, all the purple that I colored in are lying down here now. Okay, and obviously down here. Alright, so we have to build up a picture of what's in front of us, otherwise you are really going to struggle. This I'm going to color in for you in brown. So you're going to see now the drawing itself, die tekening self is nie moeilik nie. What makes it difficult is to put some of the information, not everything, to put everything together to try and get this picture that we have over here. I'm going to color that in, that's the counter at the bottom. So I've got that one. This is the green bit, and if you have to use color, there's the green part, the purple part is here on the bottom. And take the 5 minutes or how long to try and figure this thing out, so that you can just understand more or less what is going on here. Okay, otherwise if you don't have this, it will be difficult for you, because then you're going to wonder the whole time what is in front of me. Okay, now the next wise thing would be to start checking where does this drawing cut in the front here. Now I'm going to start working my way from here. I'm going to work first from there. Now where it cuts, remember, wherever you have a line on the picture plane, that would mean that everything that you have there is the full size. You can bring it straight down and you can bring it straight across. That's the only place you can do that. Nou in hierdie geval is dit daai muurtjie daar, né? Nou daai muurtjie is hierdie stukkie hier. That's the blue part. That is sitting right over there. That is this one over here. En dis hy daai. That is the same thing. Okay, nou kom ons begin gou met hom. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to bring that straight down. I'm going to bring that straight down. Okay, and now I am going to straight down. I'm going to bring the height, so it's actually the same thing, parallel, perpendicular. I'm going to bring the height of those points across, and that's going to be here, and there's going to be one at the bottom as well. Now hoekom? Because this thing has got a top part and a bottom part there. Okay, so that's the blue part that we drew earlier a moment ago. So I'm just going to make a blue line here. Okay, and now from here I'm going to take all that you see here, and it's parallel, perpendicular. I brought the height over, which is over here, and that is that corner there. Now I'm just going to take it, it runs to that side and to this side. Now I can take it straight, and I think this is what you mentioned earlier, Kirsten, is it's only when it touches there in the front that I can bring it straight across and mark it off and take it to both vanishing points. Okay, so I'm going to have a line to my left vanishing point.
So you can't see the bottom part.
Sorry, I'm going to move it up. So I'm going to take that to my left vanishing point, and then I'm also going to take it to my right vanishing point. So there we go. I don't have to draw it all the way through. I'm just going to draw it up to here, and I'm going to draw that one up to there. Okay, so let's quickly have a look, and I'm going to refer you back to the 3D picture the whole time. So I don't have to draw this thing all the way because I know it's only a short space. But if you look, you'll see that this lines up with the bottom of that thing. So it is worthwhile to have this bottom line run all the way through, although we're not going to use the whole line. So I'm gonna draw that through. And once again, parallel, perpendicular, bring the height across, take it to my vanishing points, check the point here, take it to the standing point. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take that point, and I'm going to take this point to my standing point. There's more that I can do, but I'm going to do those two first. So take it to my standing point, up to the picture plane. I'm going to do the same with that one. You can do multiple ones if you really want to save some time. You can also, this is on the same line, so I can even bring this across, and I can also bring that one across. Okay, also lay, and now I just bring all of that perpendicular down. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that point down. That's my first one, standing point. That's what I have here, standing point and perpendicular down. Just going to bring that down. This is going to provide me with the line that's going to run all the way here. That's that line there, you see? And I already have the height for that thing. There we go. It's going that way. So I'm going to just take that all the way to the bottom. I actually need to draw through. I am going to bring this line down. I am going to bring this one down. Well, I don't need that one though. I'm going to need this one. And then I am also going to bring this one through over here. Now die punt to those points are that point and this one here. This one over here. Alright. Those 2 points are going to be, that's that point that you see over there. It's got a higher point as well. And the one that's there by that corner that's coming down here, that is lying there at the bottom. And it is going to also line up with that counter that goes up there. So we can get that as well on that line. So I'm quickly going to draw this in. The blue line is going to be this one here. Going to run there at an angle on that line going that way. Let me draw this just a little bit more visible, and now I can take that point also to my vanishing point, and I don't have to draw it all the way through. Why? Because I know it's going to go straight up. Where does it go straight up? Well, we have a line here, we took it there, and that needs to go perpendicular down. So if you're going to do that, so the whole time you're going to have to look at this 3D picture. If you don't have that, then it's very difficult. Okay, so you need to have that picture. Make a sketch for yourself just to help you. Okay, I'm bringing that line down. There's another one just next to it, which I can also take down perpendicular to the standing point. Once again, I'm going to the standing point, I'm going to go perpendicular down. Go perpendicular down. You will find this, you don't even have to do this. I could have taken that same point and I could have just drawn it to my opposite vanishing point, and that would have also given me that same line there. Okay, so you can also draw that to the opposite vanishing point. You will get that point there. Then it goes all the way up. Where does it stop? You would have noticed that we said you can go parallel, you can go perpendicular. What is the height of this thing? The height of this thing is up there. So parallel, perpendicular, just bring the height across. You can do this for any feature. These steps you can just do over and over and over again the whole time. So I'm going to take it there. That is the top of that line. Parallel, perpendicular, height. Take it to my vanishing points. So one is going to go this way. One is going to go this way, and the other one is going to go that way. Okay, and now if I want to finish this side of the drawing, I'm just quickly going to do that. Where this line connects up with that part there, you'll see there's a point here. I can also draw that to my opposite vanishing point there. Can also take that one through, and this now would be, make it a little bit more visible. This now would be that line over there. So I'm just going to color it in for you. That is that part there. Okay, so that wall goes all the way up there. Right. And that's that little section that goes, it goes straight, goes down, then it comes forward. I think I did that in a bit of a brown color almost. This one here. That is what you see over there. And then to just finish this thing there at the back, it's the same line going there. Take it to the standing point. Okay. We're going to go perpendicular down. And that is the back of my drawing here. Okay, so that's where your drawing is going to end. If you can color that in, I'll do this in little dots there. You can see it. That's on the side. That's that wall there. That is actually, I'm just going to go over it in pen. This is where it ends, right there. I'm going to go down. I'm going to bring this across. And if you can do this section and you can do that section, I mean, it's the same thing that you do over and over and over again, parallel, perpendicular. It's the same recipe. The only thing is you need to have the picture of what you are drawing, or at least some of it. Okay, if you cannot see the whole drawing, that is not a problem, but draw the part that you actually can see. That is important. Okay, so this one will go here. Have a line there. It's going to be a little line running there. So there is this section of that wall. I think you guys can see it now. It's that one that I'm putting the dots on here. So that is the side section of that wall. Okay, I'm going to continue a slight bit more for 5 minutes, and then we have to pack up. Then we can continue tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that corner over there at the back, and I want to now draw this line that goes all the way through to that side. Now it's very easy. You already have that corner, right? So now you can simply take that, and it is parallel to the rest of your drawings. You take it straight. It's on the right height. You can take it straight to your other vanishing point. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to take that line, I'm going to aim for my right vanishing point, and I'm going to draw a line through there. So what is that line there? That line is this line that you see over here. I am going to do another line, and this one is quite important because this is what you're going to be seeing. So you can also go, you will see that I have there's more than one way to get the thing that I'm going to be getting now. Like I said, more than one option, but I'm going to use this option. I think this is going to be the easiest. I'm just going to go parallel here, and I'm just going to draw in my own little construction. I could also go parallel like this, but I'm going to put a little point in there on the top there, and I'm just going to take that onto the top of my drawing here. So why do I do that? Because it's already on the side. So I'm going to go parallel to the side. You can take it all the way through, but it's not necessary. And now I'm just going to go to my standing point. I'm going to go all the way to the picture plane, and now I'm just going to go perpendicular down, and you're going to find a point over here. I bring this across up to where it cuts. Alright, and I'm going to take that to my opposite vanishing point here. Alright, and now this is actually the line that you are going to be seeing. This one, not the one at the back. Why? Because this one is slightly forward. That's the line that you're seeing. If you want to see, let's see, you want to get that line, or you want to get this. This is like the rest of the drawing, so I'm going to quickly help you with that. I'm going to just reposition the drawing. I'm just going to lift it up slightly that you can see everything there. Alright, so I'm going to be using this line here, these two lines. I'm going to use the same method that I used previously. I'm going to go parallel. We're also going to go parallel with this one. Okay, parallel. Then I'm going to go perpendicular, which means 90 degrees down. Gaan 90 grade afgaan. Same recipe. It's like baking bread. You can make rooster cook and you can make normal bread, but the recipe could be exactly the same. So you're going to go parallel, you're going to go perpendicular down. Alright, and now I'm going to look for some heights of points. Now there's multiple heights that are involved here. So if I take this all the way down to my ground line, there and here at the bottom, okay, it's going to end here at the bottom. I hope you guys can see that. It's going to give me a point here and a point there. So parallel, perpendicular. Now I'm going to bring the height over what height? The bottom part and the top part. So I'm going to bring both those over. And now I am going to use this front line. You're going to see something interesting that will happen now. Can you see how this point and that point lines up? So as you bring this line in and you aim for your vanishing point, you will see where these two lines intersect. In other words, where this line and that line intersects, you automatically get the corner where the lines get together. So that is that point there. That's 100% correct. This one we're also going to put in. The second one I'm also going to draw in there. I'm going to take that all the way to where it cuts over here. I'm going to go, I can actually take this to the standing point, those 2 points. Take it to the standing point, take the one next to it to the standing point here at the bottom, go perpendicular down, and once again parallel, perpendicular, height. We're going to go to the vanishing point in a moment, and perpendicular down. So here we go. Bring that line down, and we bring this one down, and you will automatically see we will get this bottom line here. That's where that will end. This thing, the height here, needs to go to those 2 points. This is the top height, needs to go to the left vanishing point as well. Now bring that down. This drawing does make a bit of a corner there, that's why it doesn't blend in with the other one now. But you're going to bring it in. And how do I know where it stops? It will stop right here on that line there. This is where my wall is going to end, and there's the second point. Okay, so I'm going to get this line here. I'm just going to take a pen quickly to do that so that it is nice and clear. And then I am going to end for tonight here, and the rest we can continue tomorrow. I don't know what I did with my pen now. But okay, let's just do this a bit darker here. Got a line there. I'm going to take this one up to that point. I'm going to take this one up to that point. But once again, same recipe. Parallel, perpendicular, height, all of that. That point can also be taken to this vanishing point here, there. That's what gives me that bit there. This will go in. Where does it stop? You will see it goes in, and it will stop over there. How do you get that point there at the top? I just take it to my standing point. Let's just finish this bit, and then we can focus on the rest tomorrow. The counter and that round thing that's in there. And yeah, so we bring that forward. I can also bring this one forward. You can normally try and do about 2 points at a time, then it saves you some time. So I bring that one forward, I'm going to bring this one forward, and then I'm going to go perpendicular down. So there's the one at the back. I'm just going to draw that faintly down there, and then I also need to draw this one. Okay, and that line that I just drew down, which looks a bit skewed to me here, just going to double check. This line looks a bit out. Just double check it quickly. Don't want it to be skew. Okay, there's that line, and now let me see, that will go there. This is where this line would end if you take it through. Some of it, listen, some of it, this is going to be behind, so it's going to be hidden. This is one of those points that you may work in reverse because there's nothing else that depends on it. That would be the other corner of that thing. I'm going to draw that in there. It's the back part of that floor.
Can we see?
Sorry, is it a bit, sorry about that. So what I just did is I brought that down onto this line here, and then I just work in reverse because there's nothing else dependent on that point. So I just drew it all the way through there, and yeah, then there's a little bit of a thing there at the top. Let's just see, this goes down. This is where my wall would end here. This wall would actually end over here. This line going to end right there. This is one wall that you see over there which ends there. Then the other part is going to go in, and then it's going to have a line, and then it's going to connect up with this wall over here. But I am going to stop here for now. Just maybe this one line, we can still do one line here. That line, let me just double check.
So how do you get this from?
Which one?
This one.
That point, we got that automatically as I drew this line in, this bottom one, and I extended it. I had that corner there at the top, right? So I took that to the standing point, perpendicular down. That's aimed for the left vanishing point. Automatically got that. And I am just going to also draw in this one line, which is, just check where that thing goes down. That's going to end there, yeah. And that line is that line there. So I can also take that through. That's also going to end here. But I think, yeah, like I said, I'm first going to stop here now. And yeah, let's just stop here for now, because I don't want to rush this bit. Then it might get confusing to some of the people. Okay, just going to stop here, and then you guys, I will post this, and then you guys can. I'm going to post it on like a separate folder, because it's I don't want this to just run around outside. But up to here I can help you, and then the circle. And yeah, then I can also help you. I'm gonna not do the whole drawing, but I will show you the circle as well. I think this is enough to get you guys going. The window at the back, you still have to do yourself. Okay, right. I'm just gonna stop the recording here. Yes.
Yeah, how did you go from? I got this point, so I had to go from there to there.
I just worked in reverse. You shouldn't do that actually. I went from there through. I took it through there. I've not that one through that point, because that came all the way from the top.
Yeah,
You
so
see?
I just want to know you connect that and do that.
Yeah, I went in reverse from there, but there's a better way. If you take that over to this side, you can bring that over here, and then from there take it there. That's going to be more accurate. That's a better way to do it. Okay. Let's just stop this video.